know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1. Crowdfunding now on Fund My Comic.
Hi, I'm Lori Calcaterra from the Tuesday Morning Brew, and I have a hot take for you. My friends, I am tired of remix, reboot, recycle, sequel, prequel. Aren't you? Like, where is all the new stuff? I want to know what's new in comics, in movies, in novels, and music. But for that, my friend, you gotta go to indie. Here on the Tuesday Morning Brew, we like to go right to the source. I interview indie creators, writers, artists, musicians, novelists, actors, you name it. They're all on the show, and it helps us keep a pulse on what's new, what's poppin', and what people are passionate about. Join us on Roku every week and other platforms live on Tuesdays. And no matter if you're drinking coffee, tea, or the tears of your readers, make sure you tune in to the Tuesday Morning Brew.
Is a gothic horror graphic novella, a story of bloody ambitions, broken bodies, and a woman who dares to remake herself. Variant covers, sculpted collectibles, and one beautiful, tragic monster you'll never forget. Won't you join me in reimagining classic gothic horror by backing the relaunch of Brides here on Kickstarter?
Beyond the World We Know is a place where reality bends and time stands still. A place where legends, fairy tales, and nightmares are real. A world where legends are born and destinies collide. Alice has spent her life lost in an interdimensional rift known as Wonderland, and it forged her into a deadly bounty hunter. With her ancient clockwork guardian Big Tin by her side, they hunt the things that stalk the shadows of Wonderland. Alice Lost in Wonderland, issues 1 and 2 launch May 6 on Kickstarter. Follow along at GoMrFish.com.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
I don't think that's the right background, Pops. Oh, damn. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Hi. Welcome everybody to another episode of Monday Madness. If you hear loud noises from upstairs, that's because my grandson is stomping with the dog. That's what we call it, stomping with the dog. Yeah, he can be really loud, man. He's so little, he ain't but like 70 pounds. Sounds like 300 pounds running across the floor up there. It's crazy. Point made. There you go. So I'm not going to kill his fun because he's having fun, right? So let the boy have his fun. And I'll get, what the heck is going on here? It's like I'm not even in the picture. What? My camera not working? My camera is not working. Or something. I don't know. Every day it's something. It's got to be something. Every day. Let's see, is that one working? Yeah, that one's working. Okay, the one on the laptop's working. My extra camera for some reason decided, nah, you got nothing. Anyway, hell of a weekend, people. Hell of a weekend. I had a great time. I want to first thank Christy and Levi for running the draw streams over the weekend while I was out and unavailable. And yeah, Dustin and I had a great time today on the Monday matinee over on Pilled. If you missed it, we played the movie The Princess Bride, and I don't know. I just love that movie. I'll watch it again tomorrow if the opportunity presented itself and I had nothing to do. Had a blast. But I want to throw thank yous out all over the place right now because we had a great time over the weekend. First, I want to thank the one and only Mr. Fringe for rolling into town, meeting with Dante on the golf course, having a good time. I want to thank Brad, our eternal cameraman who shows up for every con and every event locally and make sure that we can get that content out to you, right? Get that stuff out to you. Brad is awesome, as I'm saying. We call him the Brad Man from now on. He is the Brad Man. The Brad Man. There you go. Brad Arney, for those of you on Facebook, you know who I'm talking about. He is a super backer of campaigns and stuff, and he's also the Madness cameraman for live events. Carrie! Hi, Carrie. Carrie was dropping extra info on me while I was out of touch this weekend. I want to congratulate Levi and JD on getting funded over there. It's Zeus, man. It's Zeus. Every now and then I gotta remember my boy. Right? So also want to thank Alan and Jay and everybody over at Hall of Heroes Comic-Con because we had a great time there. We met some new people. We hung out with some old friends. We had a great time. We've been dropping some shorts. I think we got more stuff to drop out there for people still from the golf course and stuff. Bunch of little little short clips that we got that we had so much fun. It was a great weekend, guys. It's the kind of weekend I want everybody having all the time. Okay. And look, it's not like we have this huge budget to make this kind of stuff happen. sometimes things just fall into place. We had a great freaking time. Mr. Fringe, thank you. To the people at Pine View Golf Course, thank you so much for letting us do our golfumentary at your wonderful course. We had a great time, and pretty much a regular there. That's one of the places I go most of the time. We had a blast. I don't think Dante didn't lose a single golf ball. Yeah, nothing OB, nothing in the water, nothing, it's pretty good. Oh, there you go. Look, give us your money so we can do more awesome things. Yeah, and they include you. We won't just take your money and go do something for somebody else. Come on in. We kind of split all the costs for everything, like between the three of us, me, Brad, and Mr. Fringe, and we made it happen, right? I want to thank Brad for a Starlin autograph, because by the time the end of the weekend we get to the con and everything, I ain't got no money left. I ain't got no money at all, right? I want to thank Kaz for, as the CFO of the Madness, allowing us to put some golf on the company dime, because I've never been able to do that my whole life. Play golf on the company dime. It was definitely and will be used for promotional services, and we hope we get a lot of views out of it. I noticed a couple of them shorts on YouTube got hundreds of views from the golf course, so cool. I just want you all to know what golf course we were at. Pine View Golf Club in Three Rivers, Michigan. You gotta make sure you tell the people what's up. Mad Overlord, look, just got out of a meeting with this man right here. Got couple more shows coming from there. Nem, you guys know Nem. He's a gamer. He's a podcaster. He does some work over there with the Comic Crusaders. He is bringing a show or two or three to the network. One of them will be Pilled exclusive. Yeah, I point over there because that's the Pilled screen show. One of them will be a Pilled exclusive show. Nem in the AM, he'll be doing reaction type stuff and, stuff that you can't do on YouTube without getting cracked in the ass for, right? Yeah, and Matt Overlord is coming over. He's going to be doing a couple different shows. So I just talked to him. Look, we just added like 4 more weekly shows to the network here in the next couple weeks. Stay tuned. Some new stuff to check out. We're going to have a good time. At some point today, we are hoping that we get an appearance from either Bill Moss or Steve Stern or Cat Moss. Anybody from over there. Intergalactic Ninja. I threw the invite out. They just launched. My partner, the Ghost Pepper, had to take the dog to the vet. He's running a little late. Terry, I reject your attempt to light my streams. Oh, no, it's okay. Let her light them. Yeah, we got to roll. Sometimes a little candle action can be a good thing. Ask them voodoo folks. Ask them witches. Them wickeds. They like to use them candles for stuff. Ghost Pepper, I seen him he just shared our stream out over there on Pilled, so, But, I definitely want to thank all the guys in the Lunatics Fringe. Mr. Fringe was running around giving away CDs, giving away hot sauce, just totally, we had a great time, man. I'd like to be able to do that all the time. Go to a con with somebody with a personality that stands out, so that it ain't all about me. Because it's cool to have people go, "Hey, Pops," from across the room. But it's even cooler when people are going, "Pops, who the hell are you with?" And then I get to go into a cell for him, and I get to go into a cell for the network at the same time. And it's all promotional, guys. We work our ass off at them cons. We have a good time. We do. And yes, I do not know. He just told me that he was running late because he had to take down. So, and dude, there are all kinds of things that we can be doing, locally. Look, in September, we're making this thing happen where we're going to go to DitcoCon in Pennsylvania. Well, that only works because my business partner lives right there. I don't have to pay for hotel, and I mean, it's like everything we do is like low budget because we are right now low budget. We don't have a lot of money to throw around. But the farther your reach extends, and that means regionally on the ground as well as live online or whatever. I mean, when you go to a con and you're passing out your card, look, I noticed right away, I got home last night, we have more YouTube subscribers, and I'm sure those are from people that we met at the con and we gave them our card, because we met some new people. It was pretty cool. And yeah, there's shows in Ohio, and that's the whole thing. We were talking to I think was John Dexter about Ohio, a con in Ohio that he was thinking about going to. Middletown? Where's Middletown, Ohio, Dustin? That was one of them that they were talking about. And let's see. There was something else. But yeah, I talked to the guy at Capital City Comic-Con about press passes and making a run at that one for the first time. Well, I kind of assumed Middletown was in the middle. I did. I really did. I even said that live the other day. So anyway, people, let me see. I'm going to go mess around here since my partner ain't here and I ain't got a guest quite yet. I'm going to go do a little, let's go do a little look, see what's happening in the madness over there in the group, in the Facebook group. No, that's my personal. We don't need that. We don't need that either. Okay, let's get to the Madness Facebook group and see who has been posting today. 3,000 plus members. I did make this post today and pin it. If you have a PDF that you're already offering out there to people for free to read and you want it to be on the Meg TV website, hit me up. Give me a cover image, a little book bio, and the PDF, and we will link it on the website. Deepak will hook you right up. She's awesome about getting things fixed up on the website real quick. And I know the schedule over there looks a little wonky because the last 2 weeks have been a little out of sync, like with, not knowing when certain people are going to be available for certain shows. A couple people took a day off this last week. So it's been a little, but we will be going through day by day and resyncing the schedule over there on the website. But everything else, all the bios and everybody's info and all that's all still there. The store's still there. Lots of good stuff to buy in the store. Coffee cups, t-shirts, all kinds of good stuff. Go check it out. Art from friends of ours right here in the madness, right? And I want to say thank you to all of the admins of the Facebook groups that allow this show and other madness shows to stream in their groups. We love you guys. We appreciate the reach extension because that's really what it's about. So we're going to take a little trip through what's happening in the madness. Dude, you notice that's on the top of my personal Facebook page. That's the banner. I made it the banner on my personal Facebook page, Carrie. Yes, because I enjoyed it too. I did. It was awesome. And yeah, tonight, 8:30, new episode of It's Freaking Figures right here on all these platforms we're on right now. Rumble, Pill, YouTube, everywhere, right? And yes, we have a blast. So let's check this out right here. Jose, we had another morning post. We've had a lot of these lately. People in the comic industry that are passing on, and it's sad. But here's an interview from Larned Justin, who recently passed. That was in, I think, Jose's book. So yeah, in this, it's like a couple of, he honors those people, that we've lost. We got David Anderson, some works in project, Zodiac Paragon, Neon Shadow, Marcos the Sajanovic. Man, I hate trying to not mess people's name up. Okay. I ain't trying to do that either. Leskovac of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I do not know, but okay. It kind of reminds us of something, Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, okay, I see. We got, man, what is it with the names? I ain't messing with that one either. Fountain, Legend of the Aniuanu, or something. This one caught me by surprise today. It's called Mad Pops. It's called Mad Pops. It's by Kevin Davis. And yeah, we're gonna take that. I'm gonna take a quick Kickstarter sign up. I did sign up for this. You should too. But I said, hey, I like this. And Kevin said, I hope you like your character in it. Oh, shit, here we go. Somebody else thinking Pops in a comic book. It's cool. I like it. And yeah, I do. See, right there, I said, I like this. And there's Carrie giving everybody a congratulations over there at Galaxy Memorial Park. And look, go over there to Fund My Comic. Pick it up. You can follow JD over there. I think she's got his Instagram right there. Yeah. But yeah, go check out. That's JD right there. You guys know Levi from Drawstream. And I gave Mr. Starling a copy of that book yesterday. Mr. Jim Starling. I gave him a copy of Levi. Or a copy of the Ash Can, I should say. And it was cool. It was cool. And no, I told him no spoilers. Lori says no spoilers, so no spoilers. We didn't get a look at what Pops looks like in his book, or the character, whatever. We ain't messing with Kevin. We're gonna leave Kevin alone, let him do his thing. Ben Fusilier is up in here with Cyrus has been kidnapped. And, all this stuff is happening in Outlaw Nights #2, also on Fund My Comic and Indiegogo. But we like Fund My Comic. I ain't gonna lie. Just act like this link isn't there. Go down here and click this one. That's just my, that's how I'd run it out. That's how I do it. Again, there it is. If you have a PDF and you want to offer free reads, we got you. We met a guy named Dave Zimelli from Dark Comics, local comic place in Elkhart, Indiana. And, we had a great time with him and did a little short with him. You might have seen it, you might not. Go check the YouTube shorts. You might see that one over the next day or two if you didn't catch it on YouTube. It was hilarious. Jeffrey Haas, the guy who the guy who gets paid to promote everybody, dropping his stuff here because he knows the reach is long, and it will get longer when you come up in here. Bill Moss, this is the one. This is the one we're hoping these guys will show up here today. Mr. Moss and or Mr. Stern, would be nice to see them, and then we'll pull this one up and we'll talk about it in depth. Alex Daw dropping some more of his characters from NRG Comics. 3 Beer Men went off last night, in case you missed it. It was Duck Beer. Had a Silverline show last night. I don't know. This is a short video from Matthew Del Campo. The Demon Wolf Universe. Art by Crystal King. Dan Sin, Globalists. On Kickstarter right now. Katie Shaw talking about Tokyo Blade Detectives, Todd Black stuff, also over there on Kickstarter right now. Author Dan Hank, The Black Seas. The last 2 days of the free download of the Black Seas Infinity. If you want a free copy, you gotta go get it right there, right now. Our boy Ralph, who was scheduled to be on today, but he took a new position at work and then timing did not work for the show. We will reschedule him, but a Tradie Injustice has like 2 weeks left. We got time, so we will get Ralph back out here. Ralph is one of my favorite policemen, or law enforcement gentlemen. One of them. Right up there with Larry Cable, guy I've known since junior high school. Shit. Yeah. And there we goes. We were heading to the con with Fringe and the Brad Man right there. Michael Cohen over there, A Gathering of Spells, page 11 on Substack. I think it's what it is. Yeah, Substack. Kevin Davis, Walking the Valley of Shadows with Arcfire. See? Look, there's a lot of cool stuff over here, guys. There it is. Andrew Mangum, The Bounty Wars. Zen. Number 2, Steve Stern, Bill Moss. There you go. Dan Kemp on colors for this here cover that Andrew did. I have some original Andrew Mangum art, guys. You couldn't pry it out of my hands now. He has done so much cool shit since then. I mean, that was like what he did for me was way cool, but he has done so much cool stuff since then. There's no way you're getting that 2017 Andrew Mangum art out of my hands. No way. Matt Knowles, Tatsumi, the Serpent Mistress. Jumping. 111 backers. Keep rolling on that one. The numbers don't lie. There you go. 111 backers with 11 days to go. There you go. I do not even know what that is. Oh, it must be music. It looks like music. And we're okay with music, guys. It's the madness. Believe me, music is madness. Ain't no lie. There you go. My boy Brett Giuliano, Dust Bunny Mafia. You guys know he comes out here and kills it every time. Only $35 away from unlocking the first stretch goal. That was a couple of days ago. He's probably done that by now. JD with some Indie Comics Explained on Sunday night. Had Randy, Daphne, you know. Alex Doss, some more Energy Comics. This guy's always dropping here in the madness, man. I hope you guys give him some love because he's always dropping what he's doing up in here. Oh, look at this. Would you look at this? Here we go, people. I'm going to have to do yo. That's where it's at, yo. The Meg.TV, bro, because that's where it's at, yo. That's where it's at, yo. Calling my shot like baby. Oh, he's gone. No practice swing. That ball just rolled right up there and curved right back in the fairway just like it was supposed to. It was wonderful. Dante's a really good golfer. Y'all just don't know. I'm just saying. Y'all don't know. This one's another one. Let's see. Back that up so we can see that from the beginning, Facebook. Come on. And the only reason he's panning to the right is because I was walking to him, thumbs up. That ball. Give me some, brother. 2 feet from the green, or 2 feet from the pin. It was a perfect shot. Perfect shot. Give me some, brother. Yeah. Dante knows how to golf. He's pretty good at it. I was impressed. Really was. Now I can't shut this stupid. Yeah, I couldn't shut it off. Mr. Stern, what's happening?
How are you? How are you,
Hold
Pop?
on. I got to shut that thing off over there. Wait a minute. It's going to keep playing until I figure out how to shut it off. Like Facebook won't close. There you go. Okay. We got it.
You know,
Mr. Stern.
I tried golf. Dan Cody, my Zen co-creator, and I used to go to golf course out here. I sucked at it so bad. Sucked at it so bad. I
I
literally broke one of my clubs. You know how that is, right?
actually no, I never broke a club. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. In frustration, I did that. Uh, it was fun, but when you're so bad and you can't land on the green ever, and you can't putt to save your life. I tried it for a couple of months, and I just said, "The hell with it."
Yeah, it's like this. You learn to putt first,
Yeah,
then you learn to chip,
yeah,
then you learn to hit your short irons. Everything else is it really don't matter because you hit it down the fairway. It doesn't matter if it goes 300 or 200,
right,
as long as
right.
it goes down the fairway somewhat, right? But when you get
Yeah,
close, it's really hard to hit a shot 50 yards. That's
yeah,
all touch. That doesn't have anything. There are no wedges you can full swing 50 yards.
yeah. It's like any other sport. You have to have some sort of innate sense,
Yeah.
like like how far the ball's going to go when you hit it. I mean, how you
Mhm.
supposed to judge that? But people do, of course. You do.
Well, you go to the range and you take this club and you hit it a whole bunch of times till you
Yeah, a
know
whole bunch
how
of
far you hit it, right?
times.
And then
Yeah.
you take the next one.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You start at the bottom with your putter and you work your way through the bag and learn each club and then you go out and play golf, right?
Right. Yeah. It,
I
it can
could
be
chip.
expensive too. It can be expensive,
Yes,
right? Depending
it,
on
it
the.
is not cheap. No, that's what I said. It's like this was the first time ever that I had gone and played golf on the company dime.
Uh-huh.
I've worked at a lot of places. None of them ever paid for me to play golf before.
Oh,
But
really? Yeah.
yeah, this was completely promotional. We had a cameraman with us. We have a bunch of clips from the round. It was me and the lead vocalist from the band, the Lunatics Fringe.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we had a blast.
I
And I
bet.
was in character as Dante. It wasn't Pops.
Oh,
I
you
was
were
in
done.
character as my RPG guy from Killer Karen, from the Killer Karen
Wow.
show, right? So I'm out there. Hey man, you guys
Hey, what's
got to
up?
do it like this, man.
How's it going, guys?
There's
Oh,
another
it's great.
great
Bill.
golfer, Bill Mouse, golfer supreme.
Yes, today I'm dressed as Bill Mouse. Yeah, I saw some of those pictures of you playing golf. That was pretty cool. That
Oh,
looked like a
dude,
lot
I
of
love
fun.
to play.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I do.
I'm more of a putt guy myself. I haven't really worked my way up to actual real golf yet.
See, my favorite part was when you got the first 9 holes done, you go to the clubhouse and you have some beer.
This,
There you go.
this is the actual bottle that was consumed during the round with Mr. Frank.
There you
This
go.
is the actual bottle.
There
And
you
I want
go.
everybody to see he took the last shot and he left some in the bottle.
Yeah. That looks
Party
like
foul. If you
that
get the
looks
last
like
shot, you drain the bottle, bro. You drain it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like strong stuff.
Oh, it's just fireball. It's a
Oh,
mouthwash.
fireball. No,
Yeah,
easy.
mouthwash.
Let's see. I'm just typing in some stuff here because I see the button, so I could stream it also to my
Yes,
channel.
yes.
So yeah. So I'm going to restream it real quick. I'm just typing in the little stuff they want me to type in there real quick.
Yes. And we are all over the place. We're on Rumble, we're on Pilled, we're on X, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. We don't
Yeah.
miss.
You have a
Okay.
lot of coverage, Pops. You really increased your scope, didn't you?
And Roku is right around the corner. We're taking this
Roku.
whole thing to Roku.
Then you're
Yeah, I'm having a
technically
blast, man.
then you're
I'm really
technically
glad.
on television. I mean, that's what Roku
That's
is,
the
right?
yeah. We're
There you
turning
go.
these all into TV shows. I'm not like trying to cut the chat out of what we're doing, and everybody's still going to be doing their shows on YouTube and stuff.
Mhm.
But when you go to Roku, you got to have a TV show, quality show, because
Yeah.
there is no fan interaction there. You got to
Okay.
get them interested in the show itself, what you're saying, what you're doing on the show, right?
Yeah. Was it difficult to do that deal, or not too bad to get a
It was
Roku?
the difficult part has always been getting the money together to make it happen.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, right.
I am a no budget operation, and Bill knows I always have been. Bill has donated art to help us pay bills forward. He knows.
Hey, one
Okay.
starving artist to another.
Yeah, we are definitely a no budget operation, but I do now have a business partner that helped us legitimize this and become an actual LLC, and that opened doors that we didn't have open.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we have a store now.
Mhm.
We have a Google ad bar on our website. We have
Yeah.
ways of generating small cash to help pay some of the bills. You know, I mean,
It's
it's
great.
growth.
I see Carrie saying hi in the chat. Hi, Carrie. Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. Christopher Brown, thanks, man. Glad you guys are hanging out with us, man. Awesome.
Mr. Brown, that's our dude from Slaughterville. That's where Dante actually originated from.
Really?
That character was originated in the Slaughterville RPG game.
Wow.
With Karen, with Lori Calcaterra's Karen character. And then we created the Killer Karen show, and then Dante is doing live golfing events.
Wow. Fantastic. Well, it's going to be great when you're on Roku. When do you expect that's going to happen?
We're looking at the next couple months. Max just got out of the hospital, and he's our guy that's doing all the technical work, putting it all together. We got, I think, most all the funding we need to pay for the ads, you know, the bazillion ads and all the different little things, a server to hold stuff on and all that. I'm pretty sure we're right there. So now it's like, I need intros from people. I need new fresh thumbnails with a Roku logo on them. Like now we're putting together the optics.
Yeah.
You know, and then,
Yeah, gotcha.
And
Well,
yes,
it's a big undertaking. That's cool. I'm glad it's finally working out, because you've been working towards that for a long time. So happy for
Bill
you.
knows. Bill knows.
Yeah.
I've been.
It's been coming for a while.
But you've also watched this thing change and evolve from CromCon. That Roku was never even a vision when we did CromCon for 39 straight months, right? Then we became a network because we had too many shows to keep doing CromCon. I just had too much other things going on. It was like CromCon was a job. It was a month-long job.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Kevin's in the house. Hey, what's up, Kevin?
you guys quit interviewing me, damn it. Because
I know,
we're
right?
here to talk about you guys.
Well, ask us some questions. We've been online and promoting and doing the campaign, and I've been working on the book and working on the campaign. So my brain is kind of like on autopilot. Like if you ask me questions, I can respond. But if I have to say something from scratch, I think my brain starts defragging.
Oh no! Well, see, I can always go to the chat for questions all day long.
Oh yeah. If the chat has any questions, that would be amazing. That'd be awesome. But the campaign runs now all the way through July 3rd. We wanted to stop it right before July 4th.
Right.
You know, that way everybody can have a good fireworks day and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
We got funded in a little less than 5 hours.
Yeah, 5 hours.
We had a cool launch cast for my channel, and everything went smooth. Everything went great. Everybody came out and supported right away. So super grateful, super happy everybody's behind the campaign. We're having a lot of fun with the book. I really want to get to our stretch goal, our 15,000 stretch goal. It's either 12 or 15. Now I got to look at the campaign. See, it's like,
so we'll get there. We'll get there. I want everybody to know we're going to.
I think it's 12 because we get the unlock. We get the unlock for our big unlock is unlocking 4 extra pages of story that'll go into the book, and it's basically just Black Hole Bob tearing up this whole side of this place, and it's just going to be so awesome to see. And I got it all worked out. It's like, I'm looking forward to it. We actually just passed our first. Thanks, Kevin. It is 12,000. We just passed our first stretch goal, which was 5,000, and so everybody gets a Zen Head sticker, which is a die cut sticker. It's about yay big.
It's going to be
We're
cool.
gonna do it.
Big sticker, like a 3 or 4 inch sticker.
We're going to show them everything, Bill. Slow down.
Yeah, well, hey, you asked me to talk about our stuff.
we're going to show them everything, though. I promise.
All right,
Chris, don't worry. We got a little bit of time, but yes, we will be setting up an intro for the Madness Gaming Show for sure. Carrie is letting that creative mind work, Chris, blah blah, because we know Chris writes the awesome stuff and Carrie loves it. Kevin says, because I'm a fun person to interview. Oh my God. Oh my. And yes, Carrie, we will show their trailer. I promise. And yes, Harry, you're not new to Bill stuff. You just might know what we're not know exactly what we're talking about. Bill does the Nera X stuff, and we've promoted a lot of that over the last few years. So once you see it, you'll know. And that's an ancient question. I don't know if Bill's memory goes back that
Let's see, what comic made you want to create on my own? I would say if I dig back to when I was a kid, the comics. My mom and dad were military. We're a military family. I got drug everywhere with them. So they would go to the commissary in the exchange for like the big food shopping and whatever. And in the exchange, they would kind of let me wander on my own while they were shopping around. So I would always end up wandering. I'd go past the toys and I would hang out at the magazines. And there I was with all the comic books and all the magazines. That was my thing. Picking up Spider-Man's for the first time, picking up Superman's for the first time. The thing that got me to actually start drawing, though, was Cracked Magazine. There's an artist, John Severin, was kind of my spirit animal at the time. And he happened to be drawing story parodies in Cracked Magazine that were exactly like all the crap I was watching at the time, which is Star Wars, Knight Rider, The A-Team, Mork and Mindy, everything that I was actually watching, he was actually drawing parodies. And it just made me want to draw. That's the first time I really got the itch to draw sequential art. I wanted to tell a story. I wanted to tell jokes. I wanted to show off an idea or an adventure, as opposed to just drawing single pieces of artwork. Because I did that when I was a little kid. When I went to go see Star Wars for the first time, which was like 78, 79, right? The Star Wars came out. I think I was 7 or 8 years old.
77?
Yeah, 77, right? Yeah. It was one of those 2 years. You're lucky my brain works at all. What are you talking about?
That's what I said. I don't know if I can go. I don't know if it's going to be able to go back that far and pull it out. I don't know.
I know. But anytime I'd watch a movie or a TV show that I liked or something like that, I was always drawing this stuff from the TV show. So like I watch Star Wars, I run home and I'm drawing R2 and I'm drawing X-Wing fighters and I'm drawing, it's like if I was watching Knight Rider, I was drawing Kit, but I was drawing Kit as a 4x4 monster truck. I was mixing things up. And that's basically what got me started down this road. That's never going to end. I'm gonna die as I lived, possibly on YouTube drawing.
Bill mentioned something that's very interesting. I think when you talk about like Cracked Magazine, which was sort of like Mad, of course, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Those artists like Severin. And Mort Drucker. Mad.
Mm-hmm.
They were caricaturists.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you'd have like when they would do a parody of Star Wars, it really looked like, Mark Hamill and all the other characters.
Sure.
This is the interesting thing about Bill. He is a superb caricaturist. In fact, I believe Bill started his early career. He did that. He was at SeaWorld.
You're right.
And people would come up, and Bill would, the people that do a caricature of you for like 5 or 10 or 20 bucks.
Yeah, I was part of the very first group of artists that started doing that in theme parks. Yeah. Period. There was 2 brothers, the Mish brothers. Miss those guys. They're great. David was my mentor at the time. He found me in the mall airbrushing T-shirts. It was him and his brother, and they had a booth inside SeaWorld as an outside vendor. Usually theme parks own everything that they have inside the park, but we were like the only outside vendor inside the park, or they were the only outside vendor inside the park doing caricatures. So they would split, the profits, 30% for the park, 30% for them, 30% for whatever the company.
10%.
That's the way.
My co-host, the Ghost Pepper, has arrived. So I just want to introduce you guys real quick to the co-host of the Monday Madness.
Cool.
Ghost Pepper, he's a little late because he had to take his dog to the vet. How's the dog?
Dog is great, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We got
Okay, sweet. I was having a little mic trouble, but I'm here. The dog is fine. It's actually a stray dog that I found. It's
Really?
It's just over 6 months. He's solid white, full-blooded American bulldog. He's got the big black eye like Petey, you know. And
Yeah.
he's the sweetest thing, but he was all beat up, man. I didn't have a heart to leave him. So, of course, today was his first vet visit, and he was a hit, man. Let me tell you, all them women in there was like, "Oh God, look at the puppy." Yeah, it was great, man. It was great.
rescue dogs, man. That's the way it is, people.
Usually the best, and in my experience, the rescues are always the best ones. They real loyal.
Yeah.
They, if I could just get him to quit chewing up my crap, we'll be in good shape. Yeah.
That's
So,
great that you rescued that dog and you're taking good care of it. So you must be a good human being, because
Yes.
and anybody who loves dogs has got to be a good person.
Yeah. So it's nice to
I'm
meet you.
actually wearing my zoo shirt today for the husky we had that passed.
Oh man.
Sorry to hear that.
I got a
it was a couple of years ago. I still miss him because I put his shirt on.
Sure. Yeah, it's always a hit. That's always a hit.
We still got Rocky, and we got this golden retriever that's flat nuts.
Yeah,
it's a puppy. It's a puppy, and it's flat nuts. So.
It was a trip because at my shop, there's this Mexican lady that has like this little food truck, and she sells like tamales and little burritos and stuff. And anyway, she's seen the dog, and she'd give him a tamale, and she's like, "What you gonna name him?" I was like, "Well, he's a stray." She said, "Well, you know what the the slang for stray is in Spanish, right?" I was like, "No." She said, "Chucho." I said, "That's his name, Chucho."
Cute.
There you go.
Anyway,
there you go.
Sweet dog, man.
So this is the deal. We are here today to talk about Bounty Wars #2.
Yay. All right, cool.
A creation of Mr. Stern, I believe, the Zen Intergalactic Ninja, correct?
Yep.
And a crossover with the beautiful and wonderful Nira X.
Yes.
Mr. Mouse. Between the two of them, we got this awesome series, Bounty Wars, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we did a little something for the first one, so we got to be here to do a little something for the second one.
And we thank you for that, Pops. We thank you very much for your interest and enthusiasm.
Yeah, anytime. For sure. Yeah, we use all the help we can get, my friend.
We love what's up with this, man. Actually, I think man, I'm pretty sure I did a pretty solid unboxing when I got the last Dark Seas and when I got the Intergalactic Ninja Bounty Wars #1.
Yeah.
Man, good.
Cool.
I mean, it's always good stuff. And if you guys don't know, Bill's over there on his own YouTube channel doing art, selling art regularly. Nira X stuff. It's all awesome.
No, I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I try to keep a consistent schedule. I bounce around a little bit, just because depending on the deadlines and depending on everything else, I might skip out on some shows. But normally Saturday nights, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're usually broadcasting like 10 to 12, something like that. We do a couple sketches. The chat is actually throwing ideas at me for what the sketches are going to be. And then at the end of the show, we auction off those sketches to somebody in the chat. And that's the way our show goes. It's just a nice way to spend Saturday night, get away from all the deadlines, and do something crazy for a minute, and it's a good time.
And that would be right there, people. It's Bill's YouTube channel right there. Go check it out.
Thanks, some person. Some person is a huge help sharing my link and everything around everywhere. I encourage everyone else to do the same. Self-promotion, shameless.
Do it for everybody, guys. do it for everybody, right? Extend each other's reach.
Absolutely. No, the tide raises all boats, especially Bill's. So I'm just saying I'm grateful always for the support.
I want to play this trailer now because Carrie asked for it.
So, yeah, awesome.
Here we go, people. Tune in. It's all good. you see that? Did y'all
Bad.
see that?
Yes, yes. It was directed by a professional director. I hired a real director to do that one.
Who?
No, I just did it myself. It's fine. and I was tired of all the copyright strikes on my music, so I had to do the music too. So it's like I have to do a little bit of everything nowadays.
Hey, I know what you mean. I got somebody in the network. We had to really like recruit a couple people in the network to make original music for the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it happens. You have to do it.
And stuff.
Well, even when I was grabbing license-free music from a couple different websites, and I was using them in some of my videos and in some of my shows, and I was still getting a copyright strike from somewhere. You know, it's like, oh, somebody is sharing revenue with your video, blah blah blah, because of a copyright strike.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, no. I played this myself on a keyboard. We're done with this. I'm tired.
Yes, exactly.
Being strong.
We have a guy in the network, Tim from the ID show.
Yeah.
He's a rapper and he has plenty of experience with, synthesized music and stuff, and he makes music videos and whatnot. So it's like, that's the guy I'm going to go to and say, hey, you want to do some intros for some of our people? And he's like, sure. Sweet. So I mean, everything is falling together. We got people that are helping each other. We got people working together, and that's really all it takes to grow and help each other do better.
That's right. Can't do it yourself. Can't do it yourself. It takes a village or whatever they say.
Kevin was in the chat. He was asking me to show off one of the sketches from the last Saturday show. Now, this is how the sketches come out when we're on the show, because there's not enough time to ink it while we're live on the show. We're only on there for 2 hours. We try to do 2 sketches. So one of our guys in the chat, Maurice, which I hope you feel better, dude, he has bronchitis. So we all leaned into Nurse Nira and this whole SpongeBob theme. But it's like when they receive the original art after, they receive a fully inked piece. It's like
right.
It's just penciled for the sake of the show, and then we do that. So Kevin was asking me to show you something. So I just this is the one piece that I had like right next to me that I can just reach over and grab real quick, so I can show you guys what that was all about.
The old schoolers here know, because some of you own some of that Bill Moss art. Okay?
I hope so. Yeah, I want everybody's got to own an original mouse.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's like you were saying before, you have donated art to us before for auction.
Absolutely. Yeah. That was Pops knows if there's a way that I can reach out, because there's a lot of things I can't do just because my powers are limited. So but in the things that I can do, like if I could donate artwork or do things like that. So that's why Pops has got a whole bunch of artwork there. And that was my way of helping. No, that's good. I'm glad you guys sold it. That's good.
Other people have it now. That's what's cool.
That was its purpose. Absolutely.
I think the only one I have is the one you did of me with Crom, the reflection of Crom and the sword, the Conan Crom.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one I have. Somebody might even got that from me. I don't know. I know it all went toward paying Madness bills. That was a boon at the time. It was something we needed.
I'm sure there'll be some more artwork making its way over to you sometime this year. I'm sure there'll be some fresh stuff headed your way at some point.
The funny part is I don't have to look far to find Crom art.
That's good.
It shows up. It shows up everywhere. I could be doing something like this, and I'll be looking at somebody's campaign, and we'll scroll down a little ways, and suddenly there'll be some Crom art there somewhere.
I don't think I have I don't have the Nira sword art in this campaign. It's not.
Oh, it's not on this one.
Yeah, it's not on this one. Yeah, that's on the Committed Comics campaign. Yeah.
Got you a backer though, right there. So far, got one.
Awesome.
All right, so give the story. Let's get into this.
That's Steve's. The story is really, really cool. You're gonna really enjoy this. Steve, my friend, please take it away.
Well, I've been, I think a lot of people know that I created Zen with artist Stan Cody 38 years ago in 1987, and this is my single most favorite Zen saga that I've ever written. It just totally encapsulates everything about Zen. The story starts off in issue number 1, which, by the way, can still be acquired as an add-on with this campaign. So if somebody missed issue 1, since this campaign is for issue 2, they can add it on and have all 4 books ultimately, because it's a 4-book series. But in any event, what basically happens here is that Zen is questioning his role as a bounty hunter, especially after encountering in book number 1 a fellow who is known as a bounty killer. And this is an actual part of the bounty hunting genre. These are guys who, after they capture the bounty, they kill them and bring them in dead, even if they were supposed to be brought in alive. And they do it by using the excuse that after they captured the bounty tried to escape or tried to kill them, so they killed him in self-defense. So these are like, this is like the scum of the earth of the bounty hunting profession. Zen has had many encounters with these guys, so he's questioning his role as a bounty hunter. So he goes and he communes with his mentor, who's Master Sattva from the planet Om. They communicate. They get together, not physically, but in what Master Sattva calls the celestial garden of meditation, where they both meditate and then they can converse with one another across the ether. And what Master Sattva tells Zen is, listen, before you make a firm decision to leave the profession, which we know you're very good at, why don't you go hang out with some other bounty hunters, okay, and get to know them, because he knows Zen's essentially a loner type guy. And so Zen does that. And he's in a bounty hunting lodge on the planet Mobar. And what happens is Zen gets caught up in the middle of this huge bounty hunters war, which is precipitated by this conflict between two very powerful space lords, right? And what these lords have done is they're each recruiting as many bounty hunters as they can to take out the other guy. Hence the title Bounty Wars. So Zen gets caught up in this. Also in the mix is Nira X, who is a frequent bounty hunting companion of Zen. So she gets involved in the mix. And in this issue number 2, you see the guy on the screen right now? That's a guy who was introduced decades ago in a particular Zen comic called Total Lobotomy. And that guy's name is Black Hole Bob. And Black Hole Bob is the craziest, most certifiably insane bounty hunter who's also extremely funny and entertaining. And he carries this really huge gun, okay? So in the second issue, Black Hole Bob shows up. Lots of complications ensue, and that's all I'll say, because we don't want to, no spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Basically, wherever Zen goes, the wheels come off and danger finds this guy. It's like he can't take 2 seconds to think about something before he's surrounded by bounty hunters and got like a huge. I know, right? We're gonna have like this huge action set piece. So it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It makes you want to. It's like being at a movie, right? Listening to this.
Yeah,
there you go.
And the thing I really enjoy about doing Zen in general, is he's always been a mixture of action and humor, okay? With the exception of some of the very, very earliest books where there was little humor. But now, we have the full Zen zeitgeist, and it's all about fun, action, adventure, humor, and a lot of colorful characters, especially Black Hole Bob, who is now going to become a permanent fixture. And you're going to keep seeing him into the future, because so many fans have asked me over the years to bring him back. And so here he is.
Sounds like a sweet character to me. I like Black Hole Bob.
Yeah, Black Hole Bob is pretty dope. Yeah, he's cool.
He's very cool, yeah.
So what you're looking at right there, that's the main our main Bill Mouse cover. That's our regular cover.
Nira.
Got Nira X in there. That's right. She's a big part of what's going on in this issue. So you can see a lot of Nira in this issue, which is pretty cool. I'm not biased or anything.
No.
And lots of alien characters. I had so much fun, dude. It's like designing. There's so many alien characters and bounty hunting characters and just total badasses.
Can you enlarge that cover? Because it's a good shot of Black Hole Bob in color on that cover.
There you go.
Okay, you see him over on the left.
Yeah,
with that insane grin on his face.
I like that big ass gun. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's armed to the teeth, man. This guy.
He significantly adds to the entertainment value of this series.
Beautiful.
But yeah, this is great. It's our wraparound cover. We have two different versions of the wraparound cover. There's one with the trade dressing on it, and then there's a virgin cover that's got no trade dressing or logo on the front, just because we wanted to see the artwork. I just wanted to see the scene, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So people have a
Not
choice
that it
between
hurts
those two.
anything, because the logo is actually behind.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't hurt a thing. But
It's-
sometimes
yeah.
I just like to have that choice, you know. This is the cat mouse variant cover.
Love
Check
that.
out.
Cat.
Isn't
That
that
is
cool?
badass.
Yeah, Cat killed it on this one. She really did a good
Back
job.
that up so I can see the whole dang thing, man. Come on. Stupid laptop just doesn't have a big enough
There we
screen.
go. Yeah, it's about as good as yeah. There we go.
Man,
that was awesome.
I love
badass.
her take on Zen. She's looking imposing as hell, you know.
And
Very
then wait
talented
till
daughter
see-
you have, sir.
Yeah,
Just
but
saying.
look at Andrew Mangum's cover. Also, tell me that isn't as badass as you've ever seen Zen depicted.
And see, I was talking about him earlier in the show before you guys got here.
Yeah.
I have a piece of Andrew Mangum art from 2017, a hatchet piece.
Mhm.
Okay. And he has done so much cool shit since then. You'll have to pry that art out of my dead hand. Ain't giving it up, ain't giving it up, ain't giving it up. Dude,
Yeah, I'm super
Cooper
happy. Yeah.
He's done everything, man. Alice Cooper covered all kinds of stuff lately. He's been killing it.
Mhm.
And, you know, I mean, his son, I consider them friends of mine. I haven't got to actually meet him yet, but I've been promoting what Andrew does for a long time, way before I ever had any of this network.
Yeah. Andrew
Gotcha.
has been a big Zen fan for many years, and he dearly wanted to do this cover, right, Bill?
Mhm. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's just a great guy. His son, too. Look, Gabriel's also.
Yeah.
Talented family. It's funny. It's a talented family like your family, Bill. Talented.
Kind of like that.
We're
Yeah.
trying. We got a little family business going on. All right. So all of those tiers, we streamlined the way that people order our book. So we've got the first tiers that you just went through, just the covers. And then we only have two other tiers. This one is called "Run It Through the Garden, My Man." That's the name of the tier because it's got one of everything. Everything related to issue 2 is in this. So with one click, you don't have to go through the add-on store. Nothing. You basically get one of everything.
Cool.
And then we have a Big Boss tier that actually sold. The Big Boss tier actually sold about an hour and a half into the campaign, which actually has all of this plus the original art for the 3 covers that are mouse covers on this campaign. So that one actually went really fast. So happy for the support.
Damn. Good job.
But
mother load of amazing artwork.
So what we did is you have the individual tiers just for the specific cover that you want. Everything else is available in the add-on store. If it's something that's available on the campaign at all, it's in the add-on store. So you can add on, multiples of one, or just pick and choose. Yeah, you can just go through and pick specifically what you want.
The only thing I don't see here is issue 1.
Oh, you're gonna get
issue 1 is in the add-on store.
Okay.
And there's 2 different things because I got a note after we launched the campaign, and I'm just like, you know what? That's actually a great idea from one of our backers. So I've got issue 1, the physical copy of the book, which is the unlimited print run. It's got the main cover, the Bill Mouse main cover for the book. That's the one that's available as the catch-up issue, so you can have a physical copy of number 1. And then separately, there is a digital PDF. We have a lot of people overseas, or you just want to add a PDF to your digital collections. So he was asking me if I was going to make the PDF available from issue 1. So we did. We went ahead and I got a special spot in the add-on store just for that.
Yeah,
And so both versions of that are on the add-on store separately. So
I can already say, I can already tell you, my friend Carrie is going to be all about. I live in the UK and I don't read PDFs, so I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, see, there you go. Can't sniff a PDF, Bill. See what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
Here's what I do. Look, I have a box here for Carrie.
I want to tell Carrie that I knew instantaneously that Carrie lived in the UK because of how the word favorite was spelled with the U.
Yes.
And by the way, Carrie, I lived the entire year of 2007 in London. It was one of the greatest years of my life. Love your country, love your people, love that there's 3 bars on every block, and the people are so welcoming and just like wonderful place to live. So I'd like to know what town or city Carrie lives in.
I'll let her say that, but I do want to just let you guys know. I want to let you guys know I do box stuff up to ship to Carrie. Anybody that doesn't do international shipping and she wants it, I have her go ahead and back it and have them ship it here.
Exactly.
And we put it all in one box.
That's a good way to so specifically to Carrie, because on issue 1 we only had 3, I think, international orders.
Right.
And then with the fear of the world stage and tariffs and everything, now international shipping is just bananas right now.
Oh yeah. Exactly. That's why we do that. I got like 4 or 5 I got like 4 or 5 books in a box for her already.
Right. So we should overprint a little bit of everything. We will have like extra stock after the campaign is done. It's a very small amount, but we'll have some extra stock. And if anybody who lives overseas wanted to order something, they can contact us directly. Let us know what they would like, and we'll put together a specific package just for you, ourselves. But including it on the campaign, it just complicated things just enough because everything is everything's in house. It's myself, it's Kat, it's Steve, and we're the ones that are taking care of everything this time around. So, which makes things a little easier for us. Right.
Yeah, Carrie just said she's about an hour outside of London. Well, when we went to adopt our corgi, we went straight north about an hour outside of London. So I might know where you live.
Yeah, see, it won't even show her what the campaign offers because she's not in America.
You can't see what? You mean you can't access the website?
No, if you go into the PDF details, actually, if you just on any of the tiers, if you click on details, it should show you. But here's the thing: in the story portion of the campaign, in the middle, that actually gives you a much better idea of everything that's actually available in the add-on store, and in bigger images too. Because in the add-on store, it's just a small little thumbnail and a description of what that item is. So if you're scrolling down the middle of the campaign page and you see all the items, I've got everything much more explained and stuff there.
VPN. That's what's happening. They're not letting you see it.
Oh wow!
Because it doesn't have international access on it.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
I'm amazed at it that you can't actually
just only showing the PDF.
You should be able to click on the details and still see.
No, this is what
look what it says there, Bill.
Wow, let's see.
It only shows the PDF because that's the only thing available to the UK.
Carrie, does it show you the story in the center? Is it also taking away the story portion in the middle? Because if it's doing that too, if it's only showing that PDF thing and not showing the rest of the graphics, that's bananas.
Yeah, it only shows the PDF and nothing else. Same with Les's campaign. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's the first time I've heard of that particular problem. So I'm glad you brought it up. I'll ask some people. I'll look into it and see if there's a setting or if there's something that I can do on this end to make it visible. It should at least be visible where people can see what we offer.
Yeah.
So there's just a little thumbnail on the right that says PDF, and then there's no images in the middle, but you can scroll down and just see all the things that we put in the story portion, because the story portion isn't really connected to the store. It's just part of the web page itself.
Yeah, I'm not certain what it is that Carrie can see there. Doesn't sound like much.
Because right now, like for instance, the original art sketches that's up on the screen right now, I'm wondering if she can see that image, like the two black and white sketches with the explanation of what's going on.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Argo Comics is also Dan. Thanks so much, dude, for commenting about that. He says last month I found out that the app was not showing images. I confirmed with others about this. So I feel like it's a glitch. This is the first time I've heard of that from anyone. I mean, we've had lots of overseas questions before, but nobody's ever brought that specific thing up. I don't know if maybe there's a glitch in the system. There's no reason for it to not be visible. Yeah, for it to not be. Yeah.
Was the international available before? Because then, they'd see everything. But if there's nothing international available, why would they?
Yeah. But why would it cover the story portion in the middle of the page? Because the story portion isn't connected to anything with the store. It's just graphics.
Because they're dumb. Put it on Fun My Comic. No.
Hey, I mean, don't joke around. I actually have one or two titles that I'm going to experiment and learn the nuts and bolts of Fun My Comics. So there are some things in the near future where I'm gonna it's some small stuff that I do on myself as artist editions from the studio. I'll do a small edition like that just to learn how to use it.
This is the great thing about it, though, Bill. Instead of you going, hey, I'm going to ask some other people, you get to actually call Fun My Comic and you get to go, hey, Luke, what's going on with this? And Luke will look into it, and you actually get to interact with a human to fix or adjust things on your campaign. There's no AI. There's no, I wonder who I need.
Oh, no, I've heard nothing but good things about Fun My Comic. It's just taking.
That's why I like it.
It's just taking the time to sit down and go through the process and actually going through it once, so that way I can just familiarize myself with how it works.
That's why
it's all very similar, but but still it's got its own process.
The reason I love it, though, is because you actually get human interaction when you have a question or you have
sure. Oh, you're preaching to the choir, dude. I'm already sold on it. I just need to go through it and learn how to use it. Yeah.
You will love it. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty simple.
Good.
And yeah. Kevin, you took the words right out of my mouth.
That's true. But yeah, we're learning. We finally got Kickstarter pretty much figured out, and Indiegogo, Fun My Comic. Those are the two other target things that we were looking at as far as like learning new things and getting their.
Well, there is another one. There's Zoop.
There's also Zoop. That's right. Yeah, Steve. Yeah.
Zoop kind of curates your thing for you, though. You don't have a whole lot of control of it.
That's
correct. You can choose not to have them print and ship your things. Or you can choose to have them actually do it for you as part of the campaign.
They decide what your goal is and everything. Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know about all
that.
Well,
it's a little more interactive than that, though. I did a fantasy book with a very talented artist named Gary Labe, a book called Void Walker that we decided to try it out on Zoop. We were not unhappy with the results, so I think they're worth looking into.
Yeah, I saw that you guys did really good with that, Steve.
Yeah, we did. We did fine. So I see we're scrolling down through, Bill. You can talk about what's there.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's see. I think we skipped a couple things, but because we were talking about
I was just going down to your reason to buy the book. There it is.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Thanks, bro. Let's see. We got up here.
We got all kinds of stuff.
Let's see. Okay, so the add-on items. This is everything that's in the add-on store that you could pick and choose from once you select your tier. We've got the catch-up issue.
That's number one.
That's the number one issue, physical item right there. It's the unlimited print run of that. It's got a different colored logo, so that way you know that it's not the first print run, because that was exclusive to the first campaign. But you do have the unlimited print run, physical copy, and all the books are going to be signed by myself and by Cat Mouse. That was one of the nice things of all the books coming to our studio before shipping them all out. So now we've got the sticker pack. So these are like thick, high quality die cut stickers. They're like between 4 and 5 inches tall. They're big, like really big stickers. So we got that Zen pose. I wanted to homage the very first issue of Zen that Steve and I worked on together over 30 years ago, believe it or not. So there was Zen number 0. This was actually the pose for the title page before the story starts. and that was like basically the introduction of our version together of Zen, and that's basically the version of Zen that we've kept all these years since then. And then we've got Nira X in her Bounty Wars costume, it's a specific costume just for the series. So whether or not she keeps it afterward, we'll see what happens. But I wanted to design a cool costume for her that's unique to the book. She likes to change her clothes a lot. You know how she is. And then we'll see what's underneath there. Original art sketches. So the first campaign, we did kind of like quick sketches in pencil on like a tanned paper, on a toned paper. This time, Kat and I wanted to do like fully inked pieces and full color pieces. So each tier, or each pack, I should say, you can either choose Zen or Nira, and you can choose that in black and white or in color. And then so there's 7x10 sketches, the original art. No two pieces are going to be the same. We're not going to assembly line and just draw heads and busts. It's going to be like different poses, different angles. So every piece is really different from every other piece. So we've got the two black and white packs. They're $50 each. Which actually, like, we wanted to get it like a really good price for the campaign. And then underneath that, we've got the full color. And we see Kat's version of Nira and my version of Nira on there. And then we've got Zen underneath that one. And those are the sketch packs. And under that, there's a print pack. And you get all three prints. There's only one print pack. It has all three images. The images are not recycled from a page inside the book or anything like that. They're all images that are just for the print pack. The first one was done just for the series. The second one right there in the middle is actually a piece that we did not publish from the Zen Hellspace series.
Yeah.
And that was an adventure that was with Zen and Nira also. So I wanted to include that. We actually have a really good reason to use it. And then that third piece is by Cat Mouse, and she did an all digital. It's a really bomb ass version of Zen right there. Oh, you know what, Carrie? Cat Mouse is my daughter.
Yeah.
She's 27 years old. She's been in the industry now for, professionally, she's been working in the industry for, 12 years now, 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
She spends most of her time, or I should say half of her time, coloring graphic novels for Storyboard, which is a company that Steve owns out in LA. And she's working on a graphic novel right now. That's like a 90 or 100-page graphic novel.
And we keep her very busy. She's one of the top, as far as I'm concerned, she's one of the top colorists in the industry.
She's amazing. She's doing all of the interior colors on this issue also. So she's got a variant cover, and she's doing all the colors. She did the colors for the print pack as well.
Oh yeah.
And then underneath that, awesome. Underneath that is just larger. I wanted to put larger thumbnails for the prints, so that way you can get a better look at it instead of the smaller thumbnails there. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the. You know what? When Kat and Rini are on the same show together, the energy that those two put out is insane. Yeah. They start laughing and joking. And I think Rini actually bought one of her, because Kat will sit down after she sells all of her artwork and she's all out of everything. She just starts drawing on Post-it notes. And that's the next thing that she starts with the auction. We do art auctions together every once in a while, either on Red Valkyrie or elsewhere. And the energy that those two put out is just amazing.
That is his daughter, not his wife, his daughter.
Right.
Oh, yeah, my daughter. Oh, did the sound cut me off when I was talking? Oh,
that stupid YouTube ads, man.
The ads. You can't stop them. You can't stop them. No. Kat is my daughter. Now, granted, I didn't purposely name her to be marketable.
Cat Mouse.
Mouse. Sure. Her name is Catherine Mouse. She started going by Kat like in middle school. And the first time she introduced herself as Kat, I was just like, oh, she wants to go by Kat. All right, that's cool. That's a cool nickname. That was like her new thing. And then then it occurred to us what I had done.
Yeah. But see, now it's cool because you guys can do a show called The Cat and Mouse Show.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is
And we'll
awesome.
take it on the network, bro. You can do it on the network. We got you.
You're awesome, dude. All right, so we got just the larger versions of each of the prints. Is the images? I'm not quite sure. I think the stretch goals might be underneath this one, but we'll see what's underneath.
They're in there somewhere.
So we got the 3 images bigger, so that way you can get a good look at them.
Cat's piece.
Cat's pieces. That's amazing. Her stuff is so good. She's the 2.0, man. She's a sport model. All right, so we got stretch goals. We actually got the Zen Head sticker already unlocked, which is awesome. I wanted to see that sticker, but what I really want to see is the 4 extra pages make this book a little bit bigger, and plus I want to see some more action with Black Hole Bob tearing apart this freaking cantina. It's like it's gonna be dope. So the next stretch goal coming up is a trading card at 8,000 at 8K. A Zen trading card. It's got some cool information and stuff on the back. And then at 10K, we're going to have the Nira X trading card to complete that little set. And then at 12K, we'll unlock those 4 extra pages of story.
Yeah.
And we'll see where we go from there. This is basically what we planned out on, and what we're excited about. And of course, on the bottom, you can read a little bit about the creators. We got Steve. We've got myself, we've got Kat, and we've got a little write-up for Andrew who's joining us with this issue with his variant cover. So it's a good creative group. Super, super happy.
It's an amazingly creative group. I'm just saying.
Thank you. We enjoy doing this. I mean, I've been doing this for so long, and I just, it's something that you asked earlier, Bill, what got him interested. With me, it was an issue of Superboy that my parents bought to kind of keep me occupied. And as soon as I opened that book, it was akin to like love at first sight. And, that's when I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8-year-old kid. And here I am many, many decades later, and all I do is comic books and graphic novels. So obviously it had a huge impact on me.
Now, I can remember the exact book the first one that I was like, hey, Mom,
what was it?
It was Defenders 10.
Defenders 10.
Oh,
and it had Thor and the Hulk on the cover, duking it out. And I was a huge mythology nerd.
Oh,
and I didn't know that mythology was in comic books. And what I found then was a whole new set of Asgardian stories that weren't part of Norse mythology, but you could, who says, right? Who knows, right? Who cares, right? It was stories.
Who cares?
It was more stories from Asgard, and I had read them all, and I was like, oh my God, Tales from Asgard. Then it was like every Thor book I could get my hands on, like the Marvel features and stuff like that. I think it was, they had them Thor Tales from Asgard stories in them. And they were just about Asgard. They didn't have nothing to do with the Earth and the Avengers and stuff. And oh man, I just ate that stuff up, right?
Oh yeah.
And then I kind of became a comic nerd.
It sticks with you if it hits you at the right time. I mean, it's with you for life, dude.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Yeah.
So we're definitely lifetime members of the group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing better, man, than old time comic books and people who understand old time comic books, and they make their new comic books reminiscent of the things we loved in old time comic books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It matters, man. It's like, I love that your stuff is very reminiscent of the stuff that I grew up reading and looking at art wise.
No, that's good. That's actually, I'll take that as a total compliment, because I miss that 90s vibe of comics. And that's kind of like, I think even if I tried to write something different, it kind of still comes out 90s. Every time I write music, Kat tells me all the time, it doesn't matter how serious or how whimsical or what kind of music I write. It sounds like video game music. So I'm just like, all right, but does it sound like good video game music though? It's like, so I take it as a compliment. It's like, I'm not I'm not going to be John Williams anytime soon. But
Right.
I'll take the compliment. So all my comics tend to have this 90s vibe because that's the era that really hit me the most. That's the era that I kind of grew up in as far as like being a professional and working in the industry. I remember when Image Comics came up, we actually started self-publishing and doing Entity Comics right when Image Comics was kind of doing their thing. So it was fun to have like kind of a horizon eye line to constantly shoot up to, because these guys were like, those are the guys that you wanted to emulate. Those are the guys that you wanted to be. I look at their artwork and I'm just like, oh man, how did they do this? How did they do this? There's always, it doesn't matter how good you get with art. There's like a million more things to learn and a million different ways to get better at it.
And that was something we was talking about not that long ago. It's like, as soon as you think you're good, you need to get better. You just, you don't stop getting better at art if you're trying to get better at art. It's when you just rest on whatever you're doing and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm good.
And honestly, it's not even up to me or up to any of us whether we decide we're good. It's up to everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't matter how I draw. It's like, it's up to everybody else to tell me whether or not they like it.
You just got to keep doing what you do. But, like you said, though, it's like grateful. You always, I've noticed that the better some people get, the more humble they are. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what I mean? Because it's like they think they're looking at their stuff and they're going, oh, that's crap. And it's like, no, dude, you're getting better and better and better and better. It's like, maybe that stuff you did 20 years ago, you can look back on and go, oh, that's crap. But what you're doing right now is amazing.
I stopped beating up my own stuff. I used to say all the time, especially when I first started, we're doing Parody Press, and I was drawing like 4 books a month. I was really just, I mean, it's a lot younger, had a lot more energy, but I was really burning through these books like really, really fast. And I used to beat up myself a little bit because the art, it was like, oh man, if I spent more time on it, it would have been better. It would have been more this, more that. But I stopped doing that because people would come up to me and say, no, that was my favorite issue of that particular whatever it was, right? That's my favorite. They actually like that art better than the stuff I spent more time on yesterday. It's like, so I stopped beating myself up because it's like, I feel the same way about stuff that I collect. Somebody that drew something 20 years ago, that's my favorite stuff. So if
I gotta ask you, Bill, did you draw the 4 comic for Parody Press? It was a parody of Thor. It was a parody of Thor.
No, I didn't do Thor. I did a lot of them, but I didn't do Thor.
I actually, when I found out about that, when Don told me there was a Thor parody in the press, it was like, oh, what is it? And he told me it's called Thor, F-O-R-E.
Right.
I went
right up your alley, right?
Dude, I went right out and grabbed that thing. And I went right out and grabbed a copy of it right away.
Oh, man.
I did not care what it was going to cost. I didn't even think about it. I was like, I need one of those.
I forget just how many books we actually published back then. Sometimes I'll Google just my name and Parody Pressing just to see what covers pop up, because I get like flashbacks where it's just like, oh, I remember drawing that one. Oh, I remember. And I wouldn't have remembered it unless I see it. I got to see it, and then all the memories come in.
So look, if you're looking for old Bill Moss, you want some old stuff, look, there is some old stuff you can get, published stuff.
It's hard to find. It's hard to find. Yeah. But it's out there somewhere.
I'll bet it's not, though, if you go looking. Parody Press on eBay, ding, ding, ding. I'll bet Parody Press, Bill Moss, eBay, you're going to find something, right?
Yeah, hopefully. There's a lot of stuff out there. Thankfully.
A lot of Zen books are on eBay. So,
there's a ton. There's a metric ton of Zen books out there. Yeah, for sure. The original art, the Jay Lee cover sold at Heritage. I forget how much it sold for. I think it was like $4,500, somewhere in that neighborhood. I want to double check it, but it's like, that's amazing.
I got my email. I get emails from Heritage about everything, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I got that email the other day, and it was like, really? He didn't put it on the campaign. He put it on Heritage. Good move.
Oh yeah.
Good move. Yeah.
If you go on eBay, and if you're a video game player, right, you can acquire the Zen NES game for a mere $4,500 right now.
A mere $4,500,
Yeah,
everybody.
well, since considering it has sold for up to 7,500, I'd say that's a bargain.
It's like
Yeah.
having a coupon.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's on there right now. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to show this. All I can do is like just hold my phone up to the camera, and I'm probably gonna have to shut off my green screen and everything. But my grandson is on a field trip right now in Chicago.
Yeah.
And he just sent me a photo
of
what looks to be, oh come on, phone. Stupid. It looks to be Trump Tower. Come on, phone, work with me. Camera, phone, work with me. Oh, come on. It's Trump Tower, yo. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do something with that. I'll post it later or something. He sent me a post from the zoo today, right? He sent me a picture from the zoo. And I'm like, why don't you get some pictures of like some animals like in selfie style or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Some pictures with you in the foreground and some animals in the background. So the next thing he sends me is a picture of his face with the giraffe's ass.
You got to post those.
That's my grandson. There's no doubt that's my grandson.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes. Look at this. Bill is not old. Don't suggest it. Just because he has a kid that can drink doesn't make him old.
That's right.
Yeah, I got grandkids. I got grandkids that aren't far from drinking. You know. Bill ain't old. Pops is old.
I'm a spry 55 at this point. We'll see what happens.
Hey, as long as you're still doing it, that's the way I look at it.
Yep.
I haven't come across anything yet where I went, you probably shouldn't do that.
Well, I'm too brittle to do a few things that I used to. I can't skate anymore. Well, I shouldn't say I can't skate.
That's what I'm saying. Skate. Last year I went skating with the kids, dude. It's like
if I get on a skateboard now, I'm just asking for trouble. It's like, if I get on anything else,
I might
I'll still
shy
bike.
away from.
I'll still bike. I still like this. I still like to get on the bike.
I might shy away from the skateboard, but I put the roller skates on like I was 18.
Oh man!
If
I fall backwards and catch myself on my wrist,
did either of you guys ride the BMX?
Oh yeah! I was one of those freestyle trick bike guys.
Do you remember a movie called from the 1980s? That's a cult classic called Rad.
Rad.
Oh yeah,
we got stickers in the field for that.
You remember that? Well, the reason I mention that is I'm now doing the graphic novel of the movie Rad.
That's awesome.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
You remember all the stupid pads on the bike that didn't matter?
Oh yeah, it didn't do a thing.
Yeah,
they look cool. I thought they looked cool. They didn't exactly. It wasn't like airbags.
They didn't do anything. It was wham. It still hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were simpler times.
Yeah, they were good times though.
They were, yep.
Look, when this thing doesn't end for 31 days.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah, we're just getting started,
3rd.
So I'm hoping everybody would jump in. Yep.
The day before the party, right? July 3rd.
The day before we drink, right?
Okay. So if you don't have any kind of a countdown, you know we got you. Let me know.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we'll do that. And, I
cool.
think we're off to a great start because not only did we hit our funding goal in the first 5 hours, but now on our second day, we got to our first stretch goal and we have 31 days to go. So,
I'm feeling good about things.
What time of day did you guys launch?
We launched at like 8 and 9 o'clock, right? It was 8 o'clock. We signed on at 8 o'clock. I think we turned everything on at around 8:20, 8:30.
Yeah.
8 o'clock Eastern?
Yeah, Eastern. Yep.
Okay. we can probably make something happen for you.
Well, appreciate
Dustin
it.
might have to run the movie over on Pilled that night, but we got all the other platforms wide open at that time of night.
I got you. Well, the Kickstarter ends at because we put in a specific time for the clock to actually run out, so it ends at 8 p.m. on July 3rd.
Okay,
8 p.m. Eastern. Right.
8 p.m. Eastern on July 3rd. Yep.
We can make that happen.
Thank you,
cool.
Pops. We appreciate
Yeah, thanks,
it.
Pops. Yeah, we'll definitely put it on the calendar so that way we're all on the same page. That'll be good. That'll be awesome. Cool.
Get that to you right now. Let's see. Because if I don't, I'll forget, and he'll be like, "Hey, are we still on for July 3rd?" And I'll be, huh?
Yeah, I'll write it down. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, Bill.
Yep, I'll write it down right now.
Yeah, I got my yellow sticky note here. So that's July 3rd.
July 3rd. And we probably want to sign on a few minutes before 8. Give people a chance to.
We'll come out about 7. We'll give them. Yell about it for
7.
an hour.
What time zone are we talking when you say
Eastern?
7 Eastern. Yeah.
Okay. So 7
And then,
p.m.
and we'll talk about it for an hour or so, and let everybody know. And your last chance, when we get out and get some.
Cool.
Hopefully, get them people that were waiting for the end of the campaign, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you mentioned it because I mean it's like I kind of fly by the seat of my pants a little bit. So it's like first come first serve. Once I find out that we can do something, once I put it in the calendar, then we're in.
Yeah.
And if it's not, if somebody would have popped up first, then I would have scheduled with them. But I'm glad that we can do
first for everything you ever do again. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm super happy you brought it up. So that's good. It's in my calendar. We're good.
Works for me. And listen, we really appreciate your enthusiastic support of everything we do. And, we're going to do this for as long as we're breathing. We're going to be doing this stuff.
Heck yeah.
It's one of the things a lot of people, they have to understand is if you guys aren't doing what you do, I don't have anything to do.
Right.
Okay. I told Mike Barron when I first met him, it was like, look, and it was one of those things where I felt compelled to go back him because of the cancellation stuff. And I felt compelled to go support him and start promoting him. But I told him, I was like, dude, you've given me a lifetime of entertainment. Let me give something back. This is me giving you something back, and I'm promoting your independent stuff today. Yeah. I think Florida Man was the one he was doing at the time, but it was like, a lot of this to me is still giving something back to you guys. So, as long as, like you said, you're doing it, I'll be doing it.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Mike's current Badger series is published right now by our publisher, First Comics.
Yes, I know.
Who published Badger initially, back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for the Badger, Nira X, Zen, Crom crossover.
Wow,
that's what I'm waiting for.
And we should do it. Why not?
I mean, Crom could just like narrate, right?
Yeah,
he could be like the narrator, and you guys can write a story that crosses over with all your characters, and it'd be a blast. I'd love it.
We'll do it.
Well, you guys make it easy to get enthusiastic about an art project because look how fantastic what you're doing. It looks, and this is only a glimpse. We don't even get to read it yet till we buy it. So,
if anybody checks up on the campaign page through the month, I am going to be adding. I'm going to be adding some things to the campaign page throughout the whole month. There'll be some more preview pages. There's a couple preview pages up right now. They're still in black and white. We're going to have Kat put some cool colors on them and stuff. And there's going to be some more preview pages added. There's going to be some more original art being added to the add-on store. And I'll advertise that. I'll post it on the campaign page, so that way that there is actually new things on the add-on story, just in case you wanted to get some other original art from the campaign.
Trust me, Black Hole Bob alone is worth the price of admission on this one. So,
dude, I'm so digging the Black Hole Bob. This dude is bad to the bone.
I gotta say it. I gotta say it out loud. This Black Hole Bob reminds me of Preston Acevedo.
There you go. Yeah, he's definitely somebody you're going to want to get to know, but not too close up because.
Beautiful artwork, beautiful colors, beautiful everything. Great story. Because look, number one was good. Just check it out. Check it out.
Thanks, Pops. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, look, everything Bill and Steve done over the years has been good. I mean, if it wasn't something that people loved, they'd be hard pressed to still be doing it this far down the line.
That's right. The proof is in the pudding. You put something out into the world, somebody's got to like it if you're going to be able to keep doing it.
It's always up to everybody else.
And look, check out the Andrew Mangum cover. Y'all know I've been promoting Andrew since way back before. I think I've been talking to Andrew since before I had a Facebook group, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I've been talking to Andrew for a long, long time, man.
Yep.
It's the way it feels compared to how long I've been doing this. I think the art I have of his is 2017.
You know that Zen has.
Oh, there he is too. Look, pops in right.
Hey, Andrew, what's up, dude?
About time we heard from you.
And look, right while I'm talking about him and everything.
I know. The timing is good. I know that you were doing a convention all weekend, so I know that you were busy.
Dude. Yeah, he was at Dallas Fan Expo, right?
How did that go, Andrew? Tell us how the Dallas Con went. We'll let him tell us. His art's very distinctive.
He has been out on shows before. I don't think Andrew loves the camera very much, but we have had him out. We love when he comes out and talks about stuff that he's doing. And he knows, and Gabriel knows as well, anytime they have something to promote or whatever, they are more than welcome to jump on out here.
That's amazing piece of work, that cover.
Oh, don't apologize, dude. You guys were at a convention. I was actually hoping I can go to that convention. Maybe next year. We'll see if Tom drags me out there next time.
He's yelling.
He's actually dragging me out to Salt Lake. I'll be at Salt Lake in September.
And by the way, I will be, as I am pretty much every year, at the First Comics booth, which is booth number 2001 at San Diego in late July. Probably be there on the Friday and the Saturday. And if anyone listening happens to have any Zen books, in their possession, whether it's number 1 of Bounty Wars or any of them, bring them along and I sign them. And I never ever charge for my signature. So feel free to come by and say hi and get a signature. Andrew says, did a lot of commissions, got more work set up for a few months. Sounds good.
Hey, man. That's what it's all about. That's awesome.
Good.
Excellent.
Always good to see you in the chat, Andrew. You know what's up.
Cool.
Guys, I do have other shows tonight.
Okay, thank you, Pop.
Yeah, you're the one that runs the clock. Yeah, that's all good, man. Thanks for having us on and for sharing the campaign. And you know what? We got the countdown thing set up now, so it's like we know that we're going to be doing that together.
Yeah, see you then. See you in 30 days.
Anytime you guys want to come out and do anything, and you want to take advantage of the fact that we hit so many platforms, just let me know. We got you.
You're the best. You're the best, Pops. Thanks.
Yeah, look, this guy. And Andrew's tried to talk me into coming down there so many times. It's like everybody knows I'm a broke ass. I don't travel nowhere with farther than 45 minutes away.
I hear you. Great. Thanks again. All right.
Yeah, thanks
go
so much,
do
everybody.
your other shows now. We don't want to take up all your time.
I give myself a little leeway here, but I got to eat.
Yeah, right.
gotta have food. You know what? I gotta have some food too. Cause I think I'm out of these gummies. I was eating some of these here gummies. I think I need I need a burger or something. Yeah. I need to go grab
I'll
something.
eat those at bedtime, bro. You know what I'm saying.
Those are the different. That's the other bag.
Awesome stuff, guys. I enjoyed it. I really look forward to reading these books, man. I really do. Appreciate everything you guys do, man. Everything I've ever seen by either one of you guys has always been fantastic. So
I
keep it
appreciate you,
up.
man. Thanks. Man.
Keep it up. We'll keep
Thanks for the
promoting
kind
it.
words. We
Yeah, man.
appreciate it.
You
Hold
too,
up.
Andrew. Awesome.
Hold up. I'm gonna have to send Andrew the link now since he asked for it. We'll have to extend this a few more minutes because I love Andrew. I ain't gonna say no. There you go, bro. Link.
Uno link.
Did he get it?
Yeah, you get to meet Andrew Ghost. It's happening.
Oh, sweet, man. I meet all kind of cool people with pops, man. This is badass.
Absolutely, Ghost Pepper. And love your name. Great name. Great handle.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Gary
Man.
still thinks he's a vegetable, but you know.
It's sometimes a little bit spicier than most folks like, but you know, it's still the middle of the day right now. So
Yeah, right.
keep it veggie.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You know it, man.
Yeah, while he's signing on, I'll give you some. Here you go. I'll show you. This is what one of the original sketches looked like. These are they're 7x10, which means I can bag and board them and put them right along with the comic book. 7x10 has been a really popular size when I'm doing commissions at shows now because they say they're running out of room for the 11x17s.
Yeah, well, see, I'm one of them people where I used to have prints all over the wall, Bill. Right?
Yeah, check out Cat Mouse's Near X.
And then as I started acquiring original art, the prints got put in portfolios.
Yeah, it's the thing. I've got portfolios for my 11x17s, and then I kind of rotate the walls around. So it's like if I run out of room for one thing or the other, they just get rotated around, and then the rest of the collection goes back in the portfolios again. There you go. There's Cat Mouse's Zen. There's my Zen right next to it. So this is what the print packs are going to look like.
Amazing. Great size.
I love the size. I really love the size.
Oh, we got Mr. Mangum. What's up?
There he is.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
I've got a sneaky Cat Mouse in the background, too. Look, she's being sneaky.
Hello.
Hey, it's Cat Mouse. It's Cat Mouse and Andrew Mangum. We got the whole team here.
Now you got everybody represented in this Kickstarter here.
The entire creative team of the book is here today.
So, hey, I want to say real quick, thanks to Bill and Steve for even having me on this book. It's been a dream to do a cover on Zen forever, and I had to talk the two of these guys into this. So I'm very happy they let me do this.
Dude, the timing couldn't be better.
Let me tell you,
I love working with you anyway. So it's like the fact that it came together the way that it did was kind of perfect. I think it was kind of meant to be. And your piece came out awesome. I love the way the piece came out.
The passion you have for Zen is evident in your work, man. It's one of the most iconic looking Zen covers I've ever seen. And remember, I am the guy who co-created
That's the guy.
So, I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm very competitive, so I love everything Bill's done on the book. So I wanted to try to be better than Bill. I can't, but I tried.
Oh, dude, nah. Nothing like that. No,
it's called co-opetition, guys. Co-opetition.
Yeah,
right?
It's like a super iconic pose. I couldn't ask for better than that.
And I'm trying to draw, I don't like doing it, but I'm trying to draw. Yeah, my fiance says cleaner. So I try to draw cleaner with slick lines and not splatter ink everywhere and get messy and dirty with it. So
I like this. See, I'm trying to get dirtier. Because I like the splattered ink. I like that little Beasley touch. That little.
I know, but I didn't want to turn in some roided out version of Zen. I wanted to go dark and aggressive with it, but I didn't want to scare y'all. Like, oh shit, that's not our character, you know.
No, his body type and his size and the pose and everything came out perfect. It's very right in line with the whole issue, so it's like perfect.
Very iconic. I'll tell you, people are going to want that piece of art from you, and that you're going to have, people are going to want it. I'm telling you.
Well, it's not going anywhere unless you have me do more. That one stays with me. So
I got you.
Well, I think it's very possible that more may be coming in the future. And let's just see how people respond to your cover.
I'm going to try to talk you into it.
I don't think that'll be too hard.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be too hard. I kind of feel like you're part of the series already, so I think you might have an inside track.
And then eventually I'm going to talk Bill into letting me ink something of his. That's one of my dreams too. So as a fanboy, I have to ink something that Bill does.
Bill. Wow.
That'll be part of the price of admission right there.
Yeah.
No, we'll have something soon. I just got to get it out from behind the 8-ball a little bit, and then we'll make some time for that. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So what's your are you coming to a Comic-Con in San Diego?
No, dude. I'm slowly. My fiance wants me after we get married. She wants me to embrace my comic book life more and start traveling again. I used to travel a lot and go to Chicago and a bunch of other shows outside of Texas, but life got in the way, and it came down to just getting through life. And I just kept my shows local to Texas.
Sure.
Just the price of traveling and everything, and it's not worth it for me. I can make more money sitting at home drawing or selling artwork than traveling to a show.
Gotcha.
So, but Kelsey wants me after we get married to step back into my comic book life more and accept the invitations to shows and stuff.
Yeah. She's the right person to listen to. That's good advice.
Sounds
That's
like
good
you're
advice.
marrying the right person.
Exactly right. That's the kind of support we could dream about right there. That's good.
Yeah, dude. She's my angel. So.
Good.
So when is that event going to occur? The marriage?
We're shooting. She's going to be embarrassed if she hears me talk about this stuff because I'm too wishy-washy emotional. But we're aiming for October of 26 because my daughter's in the Air Force, and she goes off. Yep. She potentially goes for deployment in October, and she'll be gone out of the country for 6 months. So we have to have all of our kids involved. So that'll get us. And we both love the fall. I don't want to get married in the summertime in Texas, so we're shooting for October.
That's awesome. That sounds perfect.
So,
sounds like a good plan.
I want to show everybody the thing that I guess one of the reasons I love Andrew Mangum. Look at that.
Look at that.
Beautiful piece of art.
Freaking awesome.
Cool.
Yep.
When was that done?
2017, I think it says on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing.
Hey, everybody.
So I send this guy some. Gabriel,
hey, what's up, man?
Get the family here.
Oh, I got to get that out the way. What's up,
the whole
there,
group.
man? What's happening?
What do you think of your dad's cover?
Good?
What do you think of your dad's cover, Andrew? Gabe.
Say it's pretty good. I want to see him do some more.
Yeah.
He's really hey Steve, he's really jealous though, because since he was a little kid, he wanted to do a Zen cover. It has been one of my longest running bucket list characters. So
we'll talk about issue 3, my friends. Maybe we'll have a father-son
connecting covers.
Exactly.
Father and son connecting covers.
Yeah, sure, we can do
did
that.
I say that out loud? One does the front, one does the back. Let the people vote. Who gets the front? Who gets the back on the wraparound?
Well, one of the most gratifying things to me is talented people like yourselves who, just love the character that I was fortunate enough, along with Dan Cody, to create. And, it's highly gratifying to me, guys. So thank you.
This is good stuff. This is a great time. I'm glad we got to see Gabriel, too, because I was talking about you, too, son. I ain't lying.
I wouldn't expect you to.
we had the cat. We had two generation artist families right here on the show tonight, guys. Because Cat popped over there for a second. We saw her.
Cat's over here with Waffles. So we got a father-son team over there. We got a father-daughter team over here.
Yeah.
So what are the odds?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm looking forward to what you guys do next, but I'm looking forward to how far this goes. I know I know you guys. We're going to push the hell out of this for next month, and we're going to see where we end up.
Cool.
Great.
All right,
help
man.
us spread the word. It's going great. I'm sure you know that we hit the funding goal in 5 hours, and we're already at our first stretch goal. So, and we have 31 days to go. So it's going to be an interesting ride. And we're going to do on July 3rd, the countdown to the end of it right here where we're at right now with Pops. So it's great.
Yep. It sounds like
awesome,
plan.
people.
So just sharing the link and reposting and all of that good stuff. Because the bad word of the day is always algorithm, right? So it's like the only way that we can get in front of more eyeballs is if everybody who's supporting us can share it with everybody, so.
Now look at this.
I love sharing it. I'm fucking proud of it. So
look at this right here. The All in the Family wrap jam cover with the mangums and the mouses, each putting a
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Careful, Dan. You start coming up with these ideas, I'm going to make you pay for it. You're going to fund it.
Makes me wish I was an artist, but I can't draw to save my life. Fortunately, I can just write enough to get by.
No, this story is awesome. Never sell yourself short. That's crazy.
That right there is an idea worthy of Monday Madness. That's all.
It is.
It's a good, crazy idea. I'll let Steve stew on it, and then we'll get Dan to cover it.
Yeah. So, Pops, we occupied quite a bit of your time today.
Hey, I love you guys. Y'all know it. You know, like I said, I've known Andrew since before I even had a freaking Facebook group, man.
Wow.
You know,
that's not worth a lot.
Well, I mean, yeah, it really is. Because look, this is the funny thing. It's like I go to buy some art from him, right? Mm-hmm. So I pay him for the art, and he sends me the art and a bunch of autographed books, and I'm like, no, dude. Now I owe you for the, so I sent him some more money, right? Because I'm trying to pay him for this art. And he sends me some more autographed books. I give him.
It's like being a drug dealer. You got to tease them with more and makes them want more.
Yeah,
problem is I had more money.
Hey, Pops. Ultimately, it comes to like how Bill treated me when I finally got to meet him when he finally came to Texas. You got to be super fucking cool with your fans because, you know, like Steve just mentioned, he doesn't charge for his autographs all weekend at Fan Expo. Every Superboy and all the books that I signed, all the Ernie and Alice Cooper stuff, everybody asked me, what does the signature cost? And there was an artist sitting next to me that charges. I, in a very loud Andrew Mangum fashion, spoke that I don't charge, that I think it's bullshit, and I think artists that do that are selfish bastards. So,
tell us what you really think.
I told him, I was like, and I said it loud enough for the other artists to hear it. I was like, you already paid $60 to get in here and $20 for parking. You're already walking around drinking a $6 soda. So you wasted your time and wasted your money on me. So thank you.
And they also getting a book signed that they also bought from you, right?
Or took time to bring, You know, I was like, I'm not going to charge you to deface your comic book. You know,
you're right. Everybody needs to have some humility. You know, in this
just a little bit,
Because all of these guys,
at least we could do,
dude. All of these guys that charge for autographs today, they go to the grocery store. Nobody gives a shit who they are. They're not a rock star. They're not a celebrity. They're just a lonely motherfucker walking into that grocery store, using all that money they just stole from everybody.
Well said, sir, and so true.
It's never been said that we don't tell like it is right here on the man. I'm just saying.
Right on.
At the same time, there's been a couple of times where I've paid for an autograph, but it was not so much. It was in exchange for a spot, like a Madness Network spot, where they're giving me something to put on the network as well as signing something for me. I don't mind paying for that because I get something I can use on the network to help promote, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, it's for me, it's a come see, come shopping, right? You know, if you're scratching my back, hell yeah, I'll give you a little money for that, you know, but, it's got to it's got to go both ways. It's networking, guys. It's, you know, networking is working together.
Right. But when you're charging an exorbitant price or any price for your autograph at a comic book convention where people have already paid and typically quite a bit just for the price of admission, you know, it's a bit egotistical to ask them to pay you for your frickin' signature, right?
Well, I'm just a big believer in do unto others you want done to you. So I remember like Gabriel growing up in the Wizard World days, he sees all these cool backerboard sketches I got from guys that are rock stars. And he's like, Dad, how did you get these? I'm like, I just asked them. They just doodled a sketch. And it just, at a show this weekend, somebody bought one of my Ernie books and I got a $10 price tag on it. And so the guy told me how much his brother loves Ernie and how he's getting it for his brother who couldn't come to the show. So I quickly grabbed a marker and I remarked it and drew Ernie's face and all the crazy hair on it. And he's like, I can't afford to pay you for that. And I said, dude, don't worry about it. It's on me. I just want you and your brother to enjoy this show and you to have a memory of this show. And my fiance, after he walked away, she's like, that was a $10 sketch. I was like, no, that was a free sketch because I wanted to make a difference in somebody's life. You know, every morning I post my prayers, whether people agree with them or not. One of the things I always pray about is that I make a difference in somebody's life every day. And Bill and I, every artist has a way to draw a picture. And even if you can't speak English, our artwork can connect with somebody. Artwork and comic books, like Bill's work, helped get me through a tough time in my life. In 2009, I fought cancer, and Bill's work was one of the books that I would bring with me to Texas Oncology to keep my mind off chemotherapy and all the pain I went through. So artwork can save people's lives. You know what I mean? Yeah. So artists and creators need to be cooler.
That's a great story. And obviously you're totally healthy now, right? And that's fantastic.
I want to direct you guys to Flip City Magazine right there, because this is another network show, Creative Chaos. I'm sure Kitty would love to interview you guys.
Well, just get in touch.
Yeah. Right there. Kitty, Bill Moss is on Facebook. He's in the the Madness on Facebook. You can find him really easy. They got 31 days on their campaign, so I'm sure
we got all month.
I like that name, Flip City. That's pretty cool.
Flip City. You guys were talking about Cracked earlier. Flip City is today's Cracked and Mad magazine.
Oh, really?
Okay, flipcity.com. Right. Go check it out. They actually have a campaign live right now.
I'm writing that down.
Actual campaign. We had Mort Todd on for the Ditko release last month. And Mort Todd was like the editor at Cracked.
Sure he was.
Right.
And so we had him on just a while ago, and you guys were talking about Cracked.
Oh, that's cool.
Flip City is
it goes full circle. Version. It goes full circle.
Yes. And Mort Todd even said it is today's satire magazine, today's only satire magazine.
We got to check that out.
Yeah,
I will.
And
we'll be in touch. Sure.
What's happening? We're getting some premier indie artists popping into this thing today. Mr. O'Reilly is another amazing freaking indie artist. You know?
Wow. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Very cool. Very
Next
cool.
Thursday, there you go, right there. Next Thursday, Mort Todd will be on Creative Chaos. You guys need to come in right behind him.
Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. We'll get right in touch. Sure.
So,
hey, listen.
Where are we at on the campaign right now?
We're at 65 backers.
Yep, 65 backers. Yep.
$5,122 and 31 days to go. We funded in the first 5 hours on Saturday night, and we've already hit the first stretch goal, which is this really cool big Zen head sticker. So anybody can take Zen with them wherever they go, and they'll be watching over them. Yeah, so it's great. Yeah.
Nice little homage to back in the days when we were calling all the fans Zen heads. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, Zen heads. Yeah. Now we've got a Zen head. Yeah, that's it's a lot of fun, and we're getting some nice publicity on the web and support from guys like Pops and other great folks. We'll get in touch with Flip City too.
Yes, do that, Kitty. Christine, or I think if she hits you on Facebook, it'll be Kitty Flips. Kitty Flips.
Okay.
You'll know who it is. Count on it.
hey, Andrew, I've only been doing this for 38 years. Because that's when I started Zen.
Steve's just a punk kid. Starting out.
Well, Steve, as a thank you, I want to thank you for what you've done, dude, because like I said, I've been a fan of this, and I really started picking up the book when Bill stepped on. So you can thank Bill for me loving your work so much.
Thanks, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And once again, your cover is iconic, man. We'll continue to be doing work together. Excellent. Wow. All right, guys, I got it's time for me to go. I got stuff to do. That's 4:00 already. Amazing.
Just because you're hungry.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for coming out. Andrew, tell people where they can find you real quick.
Dude, I am slow. I'm technologically suffering at times. So the only thing I can manage to run is the Andrew May Mart Facebook page. Kelsey, my fiance, is going to try to get me into modern times, and she printed this little QR code thing, and so I'm slowly going to get worked up to doing this stuff more.
Good. Tell her she can promote your stuff in the Madness Facebook group anytime, bro. You know that.
Well, Pops, if you want to stay on, I'll stay on and sit here and chat with you.
Okay, I'll chat with you for a few, but I am hungry as hell, so it won't be long.
We're all making food runs.
It. See you soon.
See ya.
Pops.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys. Huh?
Oh, come on. Bill Mossart. That's the place.
Bill Mossart.
Right?
That's where you can find me. And other than that, the only thing I'm really promoting all month is the campaign. So that's where I'm putting all of my online efforts into, and then of course getting some preview pages and some extra artwork. And there'll be more things in the add-on store throughout the month too. There's be some more original artwork to pick from. So cool. I'll post about that as soon as it gets uploaded.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Sweet, man. Thank you, guys.
Mr. Stern, tell them where they can find you before you leave.
Instagram is Stern8506. I don't know how the hell I got that. Stern8506. There's also a Facebook group, Zen:*Intergalactic Ninja, on Facebook, your Facebook group, which we have about 1,100 members on it. Feel free to join.
There you go. There you go.
Cool.
Thanks, folks.
My illustrious Ghost Pepper co-host. What's up, boys? Tell everybody
What's up, guys?
Where you're at.
I'm usually on Peeled. You can catch me Wednesdays at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern with my friend Java. We make fun of all kind of old movies and internet clips and have a great time. And other than that, I'm on the Madness with Pops Mondays at 5. And let's see, I do a movie with Dustin at 7 o'clock on Thursdays, always Eastern time. And I'm here and there and everywhere, usually on Peeled or the Madness.
He's also the producer of the Atomic Annie show every other Sunday right here.
Every other Sunday on Madness, Atomic Annie. Great music. Check them out, guys.
Wow,
yeah,
cool.
Nice meeting you, Ghost Pepper.
Yeah, nice meeting you guys. Legends,
we
man.
will see all of you in about hour and a half right here on It's Frickin' Figures with the Geek Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds.
Take care, folks. Bye-bye.
We'll see you guys.
Don't take everything you see seriously. Peace, everybody.